There's an old saying. I'm probably going to, or maybe it's like a made-up line for me. Defense is a great part of the game. They try to get the stops. They do everything. But what's important is the offense, who is bad. The offense? Where are you going to find a team that has a great defense but a bad offense that is 2-6 right now? Where are you going to find that? Arkansas. That's where welcome to Arkansas. That's where you can find it. Our defense played their best today, but our offense is just awful. It's just plain awful. KJ Jefferson doesn't know what he's doing out there. I mean, the offensive line still sucks as usual. I mean, what else can you do? And the play calling was atrocious. I mean, what do you mean? What? Why do you run on 2nd down and 6? That's how atrocious the play calling is. And yes, Razorbacks did play hard, but they didn't play hard enough. That offense looks like a junior high varsity football team. Heck, a junior high varsity football team would be better than that. Dan Enos, I was excited about him coming into the year. I thought he was going to change KJ into a pro-style quarterback. I was wrong. I was wrong. Dan Enos is probably the worst play caller I could have ever seen in Arkansas. He literally, I don't know what to say about Dan. He is the worst play caller in history in Arkansas. I mean, it's pitiful. It's pitiful. Why did Maryland? It's pitiful. I mean, you can't make this up. It's pitiful. We don't have an offensive line, too. And yes, I know. Yes, I know. I'm not going to get myself worked over today because I could get mad. I could scream. I could really just mess up a house. Like I can literally punch a car, do all that. I could literally do all things you consider to be like angry threats. Well, what's the point in it? It's not. What's the point of getting angry? It's not going to fix anything. Getting angry is not going to fix this awful, pathetic excuse of a team. Wonder what Sam Pittman has to say about this game today. Is he going to say, oh, I think Mississippi State was the better team than us? Bro, they had their, starting quarterback out. Mike Wright was their quarterback. And yet we still couldn't beat them. What does that tell you in all other circumstances? I mean, I just don't know what to say. I came into the year with high expectations. Maybe that this would be the turnaround year. And maybe that 2022 season was maybe just a little fluke and injuries caused that. But now I'm starting to realize that 2021 was the fluke year for the Razorbacks. Not 2022. This team has yet lost itself. It's starting to seem like Sam Pittman is losing this team. I mean, they're playing hard for the guy, but I think he's slowly starting to lose this team. And it's showing week after week. You only score a field goal in your first drive in the red zone, and that's it. You only score a field goal in the red zone. Can you? Repeat that. I'm going to repeat that. You only score a field goal when you have literally a shot to win. And we had a lot of shots to win. We just couldn't capitalize on it. And yes, I do know that and we should have won this game. Yes, we should have won this game. If those, and on that play where Arkansas recovered it, the refs called a false start. If the refs didn't do that, we win. We win this game easy. We win this pretty easy. We win this game. But it just goes to show you how abysmal this offense is, having to rely on the defense to score for you. It just goes to show you how abysmal this offense is. I hate it for KJ, man. I feel so bad. He's literally out here playing for no reason. He's out there playing for his life. He's out there running for his life. And when he has time, but I have to blame KJ too. I mean, you have receivers wide open when you have time. You throw the ball where at interception, when in reality you have literally all that space to run. I mean, what can I say at this point? Each conference has a worst team. Each conference has a worse team. And coming into this game, Mississippi State and Arkansas were the two worst teams in the SEC West. And there's literally conferences that have worse teams. Sure, you can literally lose to UTEP or something, and you can come into this game and think, oh, we're gonna win. We suck. We're the worst team. We're the worst team in the SEC. We lost to UTEP. But to be the worst in the conference, you have got to lose to the worst in the conference. I'm taking the words of Trey Biddy from Hog Sports. But to be the worst in the SEC and your conference, you have got to lose to the worst. Arkansas is the worst team in the SEC. I'm just going to put it like that. Arkansas is the worst team in the SEC. I mean, you can't expect teams. What are you telling to your players? I mean, play hard, don't give up, but I know that, right? But you got to win games. You're teaching these guys moral victories. Those moral victories ain't going to be worth a crap if you don't win games. And it's just poetic justice that teams like BYU and Mississippi State, it's just poetic. It's just pathetic that teams like BYU and Mississippi State have any business of coming into Fayetteville and be doing this. Sam Pittman's post-game conference might be soon. And what's to say on Sam Pittman's coaching job security? Sam Pittman might think with that 9-win season a couple years ago, Sam Pittman might think, oh, I'm not worried about my job. I had a 9-win season only a couple years ago. I'm not worried. I'll be fine. Well, I'd be really worried if I was him. If I was him, I'd be really worried. Well, on the bright side, I guess I came out here and I said all I could. I came out here and I said all I could. The bright side, though, at least basketball starts in 3 weeks. Get to get on the Must Bus and we get to go all the way. We got a good team in that. And, one more question. I'm going to ask this question. Why can't we have a great basketball and baseball program. Why can't we have a good football program? Y'all are asking, why can't we ever have a good football program? I'll tell you why. Y'all might be asking, Arkansas has a great basketball and baseball program, but why can't Arkansas ever have a good football program? I'll tell you why. We are not a football state. Football recruits don't come out of Arkansas like it used to. Back in like the old days, Arkansas used to be a football state. A lot of recruits were coming to Arkansas, and Arkansas was pretty good. But now, Arkansas, no football recruits. Arkansas does not reduce football players. I mean, literally the best player in Arkansas last year was tight end Shamar Easter, and he's literally he was 44. That was our best player, a tight end. That just goes to show you that that Arkansas does not produce football players like they used to. So you know what we do? We go to Texas and Ole Miss to get our football players and all that stuff. But now with Texas coming into the SEC, this could give our football programs is bad, and with Texas joining the SEC, it could get worse. It's gonna get. I think it's gonna get worse when Texas joins the SEC. It's gonna get worse. When you don't. It's going to get worse when Texas joins the SEC. I'm just going to say it. Brian. Arkansas. If Sam Pittman wants to save his job here at Arkansas, he has to do 3 things. 1, get rid of Enos. I'm tired of the stupid play calling. Number two, win out. That's the 2 things. Win out and fire Dan Enos. And he's not probably going to, because he has these little budding relationships. It's just sad. It's just sad. A couple years ago, after that 40-20, like a year ago, a year and like 10 months ago, we beat Penn State 24-10, coming off one of our best performances. And we went 9-4 that year. KJ won MVP. That was a great. Ever since then, 7-6 would be the season. 7-6 would be right there. And 7 + 2 = 9. And 6 + 6 = 12. Arkansas, after that Penn State victory, the Outback Bowl victory, which is now called the Real Quest, after that, Arkansas won the Outback Bowl. They finishing 9-4. They have been 9-16 since. Arkansas has been 9-16 since. Since that Outback Bowl, they have been 9-16 since. Well, I really got not much else to say, so I'm gonna get off here. But sorry if this was a really long video. But I hope Arkansas's on their bye week next week, and then they're playing Florida. We're gonna lose to Florida. Yeah, we're not beating Florida at the Swamp. See y'all later, y'all. Go Hogs. Ugh.